It's time to start with our first speaker. Every keynote has exactly 8 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. Bear with me again. I will give the floor, and please, a warm round of applause for Mimoent Haddouti from PwC. Mimoent.
Hi.
Welcome over here. You're the one who's going to set the scene in just 8 minutes. So
Yeah,
without further ado, I will take this bell with me. And your time will start now. Good luck.
8 minutes. I thought it was 20 or 30 minutes.
No,
so
no,
I
no.
skipped yesterday a lot of slides. Let me see.
Oh, no, the clicker is over there.
It's over there. Does this also count in the 8 minutes?
Yeah, well, we'll start the 8 minutes now.
I don't know if anyone recognizes the knight, that it sometimes feels being, as a CISO, the knight without a sword and a horse, or being not the black sheep, but the white sheep with 5 legs, because everyone has a lot of expectations of you, and you have to do basically everything. Or they said, be a CISO, it will be fun. And for the ones who just got promoted, I don't know if you already received a sympathy card. I haven't found them yet, so if you received one, just ring a bell. Mimoent Haddouti, working at PwC, also in my former life as a CISO at one of the banks. Let's start, I think Dimitri already mentioned, in 1995, Steve Katz was the first person who held the job title CISO at Citigroup. At that point, the CISO was primarily technical focused on areas such as password and security, access security, and starting building security teams. From 2000 on, the role expanded to a more risk management and compliance focus, with also some steps towards more tactical and strategic. From 2010, the CISO became even more strategic and helping business leaders to develop, to understand security, but it also became leaders in developing security strategies. And nowadays, the CISO not only needs to understand security, but also to drive the organization to become more cyber resilient, but also create a more secure, a security-aware culture. And the role also shifted from more internally focused to a more global and external focused because of the digital and interconnected world that we are in. And the CISO, in a lot of cases, also has a seat at the table at the executive team, and in some cases only an invite. If we look at the trends, we see a lot of things that are influencing the role of the CISO. First of all, the whole digital journey, which crosses all borders and boundaries, and security has a really huge impact on the business. So that means that security is not only something of the IT or security professional anymore, but something for the whole organization. But also the digital evolution, emerging technologies, increasing threat landscape, increasing regulation, the pressure on becoming resilient and compliant also pushed the CISO into the front seat. And that also means that the CISO needs to align and get more closer to the management bodies, stakeholders, peers, and all kinds of other stakeholders internally and externally to really team up. No bell yet, so let's move on. So the CISO is basically the spider in the web. So the positioning of the CISO is also very important, because the positioning of the CISO also impacts the influence, the mandate in a lot of times, because the CISO is from more naturally technical. A lot of organizations have the CISO positioned within the CIO or below the CTO. And secondly, or within the CRO second line. But we see a switch. We also see changes and discussions, should the CISO not be a board position, shouldn't be a role that is reporting to the chair of the board. And because of the strategic influence, the CISO is also getting more closer to the business, to really align with the business, but also to be on front when new business has been developed, not to see it only from a threat, but also from an opportunity. And we also see that cyber is more a topic in the board. So you already get invited or will be invited to discuss the security within the managing board. A lot of organizations already discuss it every quarter, some of them once a year, some of them maybe once in the 2 year. And also the BISO role is introduced in many organizations. So a role of security within the business under the supervision of the CISO. Some challenges, but I think a lot of CISOs can collect a very, very long list, a few of them just to mention. If you look at the number, if you didn't already knew that cyber is an urgent topic, I think the numbers will be a wake-up call, because for a lot of organizations, it means out of business. Just mentioning a few of them, you can spend money once. So there is also a lot of pressure on costs, and that means that you have to do your security in an efficient way, but still also develop new security capabilities to, because of the introduction of Gen AI, but also, for example, use Gen AI to become more resilient and defend yourself. Let's see. Some lessons learned. The first one, because of the shift to more strategic, that means that you need to stay closer towards the business and align with them, but also communication, because not everyone understands security. I think everyone in the room does, but it means that from a CISO, we expect that they speak the language of the business and to take them along, but also to adapt and don't be happy with the status quo. And the fourth part is a lot of CISOs, I think basically everyone is doing a great job, but mainly behind the scenes. And that will be seen when there is an incident or there is something goes wrong. And we should, I think everyone should see them also not only in a crisis. And also create a kind of pipeline, because there is a huge turnover in the CISO area. A lot of people want to become a CISO, and some of them don't. But I think we need to make it a very attractive position. Yeah, and for now, I think the CISOs are a superhero. And that's what today is about. We need to step out of the shadow. So I would like to ask a big applause for all the CISOs in the room.
Thank you very much.